January 6, 2004, Jarvis Cecil, chair of the Foxchapel Borough EAC, gave a speech about the borough's deer management program at a conference held to present information and facilitate public discussion of the challenge of overabundant deer in the state. The conference was sponsored by over 80 organizations representing a broad coalition of interests. Nearly 500 people attended, representing over 170 organizations and interests, ranging from hunters, farmers, and foresters to legislators, environmental NGOs, universities, and conservancies. Foxchapel's program originated in 1992 when the community saw that deer were destroying the Trillium Trail. Each spring, the wildflower-covered trail was a source of pride for the community. Mr. Cecil describes an ecological crisis where the overabundant deer were eating the flowers and almost destroyed this beautiful resource. Although deer overabundance had been a problem as early as the 1970s, it was the community's fear of losing the trail and the continuously increasing number of deer and automobile collisions that moved the borough to action. EAC members of the Borough Parks and Recreation Board, and residents of the community worked as part of a Borough Wildlife Management Committee set up to manage the deer problem. They helped to prove the existence of the problem by arranging for the deer population numbers to be monitored by infrared cameras. They also surveyed the community and found that 87% of families wanted the deer controlled. This committee also worked with lawyers and the Game Commission to create the framework for the program, which consists of bow and arrow hunting, very limited shooting, deer removal, and meat processing. The majority of oversight is now carried out by the borough manager and the borough police department. They make sure that sites meet Game Commission regulations, monitor the numbers of deer killed, and screen hunters. The police department also matches hunters up with property owners and allows them to shoot deer by bow and arrow. The hunters are then responsible for removing the deer. In addition, the police chief and an assistant call the deer nightly during non-hunting season with silenced rifles. The EAC played a role in negotiating for this permit because it allows for shooting in a residential area. An added benefit of the hunting program is that the deer meat does not go to waste. Each hunter can use the venison for himself, but if not wanted, the meat will be processed and distributed to needy families or donated to a homeless shelter. Community support for the program has grown greatly since its inception. When the program began, 42% of homes wanted hunting. Currently, 92% of homes want their property to be hunted. In 1992, the deer population numbered 103 deer per square mile, and Jerry Cecil feels confident that the number has since been reduced by at least half. He also reported at the Harrisburg conference that automobile accidents in the township have been reduced by 75%. Deer management is not a program unique to Foxchapel. Deer are a natural part of the habitat, but in large numbers, they do not allow forest regeneration to occur. The deer population creates challenges to agriculture, the timber industry, and financial hardships to farmers and to the Commonwealth. Forestry takes in $30 million of timber revenue every year. $10 million of it is being used to take remedial action in an attempt to reforest what has been timbered. At $2,000 per claim, Erie Insurance Company had 16,700 claims involving deer, and although the exact number is unknown, last year at least 12 fatal vehicle accidents involved deer. Furthermore, the Pennsylvania Farmer estimates that it costs the average farmer in Pennsylvania $9,000 per year in deer damage. Like the Foxchapel EAC, EACs across Pennsylvania are equipped to work closely with their councilmen or supervisors and local Game Commission staff to address the threats posed by deer. An EAC can collect data to better identify the problem, identify goals and objectives, and make recommendations about different solutions and alternatives. If your EAC needs more information on this topic, please contact a local Game Commission representative for assistance. The EAC Network would like to thank the following organizations for use of their photographs: the Pennsylvania Biodiversity Partnership, the Pennsylvania Department of Transportation, and the Borough of Foxchapel.